The issue New Zealand's government will be facing is that of the ageing population, due to the baby boomer period of the 1950s, where fertility in women was high and infant life expectancy went up. There was a huge influx in New Zealand's birth rate. Because of that, by the year 2051, the ratio of people aged 65 plus is expected to be 1 in 4. This raises huge concerns for the government, as supporting that many people with only a limited amount of funding for New Zealand pensioners seems nearly impossible without making some essential changes before it is too late. KiwiSaver is an initiative that was introduced to New Zealand and Australia for people with at least permanent residency. The not-for-profit idea was established to assist people in saving for a more secure future, but making contributions to a separate account from each of their payslips. They attached an incentive by claiming that for each KiwiSaver account, the government would contribute $1,000 tax-free to start each person off. The participant would then select the amount they would contribute, choosing from either 3, 4, or 8% of their pay, which would be matched by both the government and the employer they're committed to. After participating for a minimum of 5 years, the account holder has the choice of using their total balance for their first mortgage or continuing to save until their eventual retirement. Our social business idea involves educating the younger generation not only on what KiwiSaver is, but also the greater ramifications for them as stakeholders in regards to the ageing population. The idea is to guide the younger generation into considering the KiwiSaver scheme as more of a tool for their retirement saving as opposed to jumping at the first opportunity to use it for their mortgage. We want to explain how difficult it will be in the future for the government to support the high amount of elderly people and how that directly relates to them as they age. To implement this idea, we will work together with university student council teams in collaboration with students, who will then go to schools to speak with younger students about the benefits of KiwiSaver to assist with retirement. Students as opposed to older people, the younger students will be more able to relate as the age difference is not as big. The speakers will provide a brief but engaging presentation outlining the social issue we are about to face and how KiwiSaver is a reliable tool for retirement instead of relying on the government, who may not be able to support everyone when it comes time for them to retire. We think that our social business idea is ethical based on the utilitarianism theory and the idea of maximizing happiness for all those impacted by the action in the long term. By taking part in the KiwiSaver scheme and ensuring you make your contribution towards your retirement, it takes some pressure off the government. Our social business idea is economically sustainable due to the fact that if the younger generation contribute to their KiwiSaver for retirement, the government will have less pressure to provide pensions in the long run. The government as a stakeholder will have an interest because when someone sets up a KiwiSaver account, the government will also have to contribute to it. They have a legal right because they have made an agreement to contribute and match the amount that the account holder contributes. The government has ownership because they created the framework for the scheme. The elderly have an interest because as taxpayers they have contributed to the superannuation fund. They have a legal right as they are entitled to a pension once they turn 65. The employers have an interest because their employees are contributing to KiwiSaver. They also have to match the amount the employee contributes. They have a legal right because they have also made an agreement with KiwiSaver. They do not have any ownership.